Alrighty, so if you're with me on the last video, we got the obstacles and the background to stop moving left in Unit 3, Lesson 3.2 of Create with Code of Unity. What we're going to do now is to get those obstacles to stop spawning when the game ends. So right now the game is over, but you'll see the obstacles are still spawning. We're still getting a pile of obstacles piling up. And you also see too that these obstacles are still here. And even if, let's go say I'm gonna do this again. And even if I were to jump over them, and let's jump over them. Even if I jump over them, you can see the pile of obstacles that are still, like, they're still there. They're not actually destroyed. That's a good way to stop. I am stopped. It said it doesn't say anything about, well, that was challenge. I collided with it, okay? It didn't say where to collide with it. Wow, that was true talent. Can you stand on top of it and get the game to stop? Whoa, there I go. Oh my God. That's even more talent. That is insane. Oh my God, that was hilarious. Probably the funniest thing I've ever done. Okay, well, you see too, I have a ton of obstacles that are piling up. And then I fell on my face after balancing on that. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I almost have to stop now before I pee my pants. That's just too funny. All right, well, let's go ahead and figure out how to get rid of those. Oh, geez, Louise. All right, let's see. Oh, goodness. Let me pause this for a second so I can get my composure. Okay, I'm back. I'm better, I think. Okay, so we are going to, where are we at here? So we are moving left. We want to end this one. So that was, so our last video, we added our player controller and we add the speed and the font. So we're on number 6 of lesson 2.3, spawn obstacles. Now we're going to spawn obstacles and stop the spawning when the game's over. So we don't want that to happen anymore. So we're going to go to our spawn manager. So again, big thing is to make sure that you know which part of the game you're in. So we're going to add in another, we're going to add in another variable on my brain. Okay, so we're going to go up here where the variables are, and we're going to add in a variable for player controller. So just like before, we need to access our player controller script. So just like the last one, we want to access our player controller. Boy, we could probably just copy this right from the move left. Let's go ahead and just grab this. So we're going to copy this from here and put it in our spawn manager. So let's go here and put that right there. Bam, same thing. All right. So, wow, we can do the same thing of the next one. So let's go from the move left. We're going to get this here. And it's the same thing. Let's go ahead and copy that over to our spawn manager. Let's get this too, copy this, and put that in our spawn manager. Now, I know this might seem like cheating, but hey, this is what we're doing. So let's go ahead and put this here and put that there. It's exactly the same thing. Basically, these two parts are so we can access the game object and the player controller. This is it. So we're controlling the player. We need to know these things. We need to find these things. We need to find the player. And we need to know in the spawn manager if the game is over, right? So wait, yeah. So in the spawn manager, I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing here. Stop. Okay, yeah, so it's kind of crazy. So we basically want this to stop if the game is over. So if the player controller game is over, we only want this to do the same thing. So seriously, we're repeating this for the same thing. So we're going to do another if statement. It's almost the exact same thing we did before in our last video. So we are going to, if you did it before, we're going to do it again. We're going to take this and put that inside our if statement. And in here, we're going to do the player controller script. We could almost swear to God we could have actually just taken it from the last thing. So player controller dot game over and equals false. I know this could have been really confusing if you didn't really realize that you were doing the exact same thing. You're like, wait a minute, I'm already. It could be you could be really like thinking you're crazy if you thought, was I supposed to do it here? Am I repeating myself? You did the exact same thing in both places. Yes, you did. So we did the same thing. I'm gonna hit save, and so this you should only spawn if the game is not over. So if that's false, let's go and see if that worked. Let's go back to our game. If I hit play, let's go ahead and see if I can jump over a couple and not land on top. I don't think I've ever been able to do that. If I can, hey, I did it again. Hey. This time I don't think I'll laugh as hard. Let's see. So did it stop spawning? It's not spawning anymore. So let's see how long I can stay. Am I gonna fall backwards? And I am. That is too funny. Why am I still moving? It's just kind of just general. I'm still in the air. I'm still in the air. I'm floating in the air. No, I'm not. I'm falling. Ah. Now I'm falling on my head. Okay. That's hilarious. See if you do can jump on top of it. What happens if you jump on top of it? All right. So that's pretty funny. Okay. Destroy. All right. So the next thing we want to do is make sure we can destroy the objects as they exit. So this is going to be something different in the move left. So we're going to move left and I'm going to go ahead and make sure we save. I don't think we've done anything else here. Okay, let's make sure we save this as we go here. Nothing else is changing in the game, so it's not necessary to save that. Let's go to our move left. And we're going to add some stuff here for our left bounds. So we've done this in a lot of games where you're saying if you go too far to the left, you're going to destroy any objects that go too far to the left. We're not really going too far to the right, so it's only to the left. So we're going to say left bounds, private, float, and we're going to call it left bound for left boundary. And we're going to give it a number. So we wanted to say if it goes minus 15. So anytime it goes minus 15, that'll be out of our view. We want it to destroy. So in our void update, we'll put this after this if here. So make sure it's still inside this void update, but after this if statement. So we're going to do another if statement. Oops, if. And thank God for computers. My spelling is just atrocious. So transform dot position dot x. We want to make sure, and then we're going to say if it's less than the left bound, and the game object, game objects. We're going to compare the tag to the obstacle. I'm not sure why. I think it would be any game object, but that's okay. I see. Oh, we don't want it to be like the we don't want it to be the background. Why is this game object compare tag? Why is this a problem? Did I choose not the right one? And I need another. Make sure you open and close your parentheses there, and then obstacle. Something seems kind of weird here, but I'm not sure. Obstacle. We have to look at that game. I might have chose something wrong with the game object. I think there's something wrong here. I'm gonna go ahead and retype game object here. I think I might have chose something wrong here. Oh yeah, it was capital G. That's what it was. So as you do game object, if you see there's a game object there, this is different. This is different than this. This is I'm not sure how to explain this. So this is what we want though, is this lowercase g game object. And so if you're getting it underlined in red, then just go back and kind of make sure you choose the right one. I'm not quite sure how to explain that. Yeah, so Yeah, I'm not sure really how to explain the difference. All I know is if for some reason it's underlined, you want to go in and choose the right one. I think we're, let me double check on the other one. Yeah, all right. So I think we're okay on that. Let's see. So we want to and then so let me go back to this one. So now if it's this, so if it gets too far to the left and it is the obstacle, make sure I get rid of this extra space there. And it is the obstacle. We want to destroy game objects. And in that line of code, there we go. All right, so why is it giving me problems? Oh, I have a dot there. I don't need the dot. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and save that. I think so. We understand what it means to. So if we get too far to on our X, if we get too far to the left, and the game object is our obstacle, so it's not our background, we're going to destroy the game object, basically. We don't destroy our person. Well, it could destroy our person, but basically, I don't know. I guess we just don't want to destroy our background. So save it and go back to our game, and let's see if it will destroy any obstacles that go off our screen. So watch this area to make sure that I don't collect obstacles. And I think that they're going to, oh shoot, I didn't want it to end that soon. I'm watching too many things. Let's try this again. So this is why people like it to go faster. I just like it to go slower so I can actually see things. And I think that they're destroying as they go, which is nice. And I think the other thing we're going to do is to also make it, yeah, so there we go. So they're not cloning and they're destroying when they go off the screen. Awesome. So I think that is the end of lesson 2.3. So there we go. We are done with the lesson 2.3 of unit 3. Our next video will be about lesson 3.3 of unit 3. We're getting there. So if you are in my class, you can turn in lesson 3.2 and be sure and tell me what the name of your organization, no, excuse me, the name of your project is so that I can find it. If you want to tell me the organization as well, that's awesome, but mainly the name of your project. That would be amazing. Be sure and push up to collab. Be sure always push to collab, regularly. That will give me your update on everything. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. Peace.